they're treating what's going on with him right now, which is a low-grade temperature, and it's kind of been fluctuating, but hovering just above 100 right now. But the cough doesn't sound so good, and they're treating it as a early stage pneumonia. I'm glad that they are going to be keeping him and monitoring him. Even as a healthcare provider myself, I feel like my capacity to be all things to all people and closely monitor his fluctuating needs is a challenge, and I want to heroically succeed on all fronts, and definitely feeling my limitations as I'm human. So it's interesting because I'm a health and wellness coach. I'm a certified board certified health and wellness coach. I'm an occupational therapist. I work in healthcare. I teach people about balancing all the stuff and doing all the right things, and how important sleep is, and just really realizing that self-care feels all the more challenging in times like now, and all the more important, because without it, I'm really not good for anybody. And so that's kind of in my face right now. I'm just trying to figure out what does self-care look like? What do I need? What am I allowing myself to receive? Where do I need to be better with setting healthy boundaries? How do I need to bump bedtime back earlier, so that if I need my downtime and quiet time in the evening, that I give that to myself? I'm so mindful too of how important my support team is, and how important it is for me just to give myself internal permission to lean hard on them, and to be okay with that, because it's hard to lean on other people. It's hard to ask for help. It's hard to admit that you can't do it all, and I can tell anyone else, that that's okay. It's okay to reach out for help. Of course you have to reach out for help. Of course people want to help you. But when it comes to ourselves, that's harder. And then, asking for help, and then getting responses, and then figuring out, okay, what do they need to do? So I'm also mindful that within my self-care routine, I also have to sit down and identify the specifics of how I need help, so that when people are yeah, I can help you, I want to help you, I can be okay, here's how you can help. So I just want to take a moment again to express my absolute, sincere, deep, heartfelt gratitude, and I know Tim feels the same, for all of the help that's coming our way, because I don't know how people navigate times like now without help. Either you have a sincerely strong, your constitution is such that you just can get through it, but I think, I don't know how you can get through. So people have received text messages from me in the middle of the night and are when are you sleeping, and when are you eating, and what are you doing to take care of you? And I just want to express that I am struggling with that a bit, and I'm also it's in think one of the areas I feel pulled is in giving like the time and quality time and attention to my daughters. So my daughters came home this morning, and my youngest just like gave me a hug and did not let go. And I just sat with her, for a few minutes and just like held on and let myself give and receive until like we were both ready to let go. And I just let myself be mindful of how like important that was for both her and me. And my other daughter was like sharing with me, all of her excitement over, she's helping. We have a dear woman in our lives, Grandma Krista, who has moved to Milwaukee and has a condo in Milwaukee, and she's just been a really steady rock for our girls through all of the moments of their lives, and they're helping her move in and settle her condo, and she's just like, Anna is awesome with putting stuff together and building stuff, and she wants to maybe be an architect someday or do something with design, and she's just really great at like putting shit together and coming in and like just like saying what needs to happen in a space to make it work and look beautiful. And just like listen to her talk about that was like a gift of presence that I could offer, and just like slow down my need to move on to the next thing, to take care of the next thing, to get to the next phone call, to get to the next email, to orchestrate the next thing, and just like listen to her and receive her enthusiasm and excitement and give her that gift. And it was a gift for me too, So self-care as a caregiver is self-care, period, is essential. Like any of us who think we can get through life without self-care, like we are wrong. We live in a piece of earth, and it is our duty to care for that piece of earth first and foremost, because everything else hinges upon our capacity to, and our commitment to care for us. And then we can extend our care out beyond. And that has been a hard one for me. I feel like it's easier to care for everything else and everyone else and to give myself last dibs, but then I can also like catch myself feeling resentful that somebody else isn't caring for me. My husband isn't able to care for me, or, but then I get mad at him if he does try to care for me in his ailing state. But when I do the work to care for me, I feel best. Things tend to happen in a smoother, more grace-filled way. I feel more fulfilled, and then I feel like my giving is coming from a place of like my cup running over versus feeling like it's coming from a place of depletion. I listened to someone yesterday just talk about like how she fills her cup, and she shared that it was like, she does it in every moment and just feels really simple. And I think the word like simplicity with that, it struck a chord with me, because it actually does feel simple to feel like just like, okay, what's my joy in this moment? What am I doing to fill my cup in this moment? Like, what are my thoughts, and how are those like filling my cup in this moment? So mindful of my need for self-care. If you've received a message from me in the middle of the night, I promise not to do that very often. Last night my head was running, and my heart was running too. So that was my only way to really get back to sleep. So I got up at like 5 in the morning, took a hot shower, and just like let all the tension run out of my body, and then like took some magnesium and then crawled back into bed, and I managed to get like an hour and 34 minutes of sleep. I think I got a little bit of sleep before that, but I promised to do better at that. So I know I'm not alone in that challenge and struggle, and I promise to do my work for me so that I can be an advocate for you, doing that for you, and everyone else doing that for themselves. So I think it starts with permission, and so I'm publicly giving myself permission right now to go there and do the work, and invite your prayers and your support in me, like prioritizing me in the midst of all that's going on. So thanks for listening. Have a wonderful middle of your week, and